Coach, two for you. First, obviously Giannis goes for 47, and we were talking earlier about, just him in the paint. But when he starts hitting shots the way he was hitting them today, just does that change the way that you have to game plan for him in the future, or are you just assuming that today was kind of an outlier of sorts and that he won't have another 4-3 type of game?
I think we can live with that. What we can't live with is all the dunks, offensive rebounds, transition buckets. You live with the shooting. Here we are. He had 50 and we have a shot to tie. We didn't play well. So, although he was sensational tonight, I think the game plan was fine. And it's about all the other things that we can clean up in order to give ourselves a better chance.
And then second, when you look at how tight this game was, and then you consider that you don't have James Harden, who was obviously a big part of what you guys can do offensively, does that give you any confidence going forward that, hey, we stuck in there without a guy like Harden, and now in the playoffs, if we meet these guys, they haven't seen you play with him, so maybe they don't know what you're capable of fully versus you know what they can do?
Yeah, I'm not so much worried about what they know. For us, obviously, we have the luxury of talent. We're great players. We don't have the luxury of time. And so that's okay. We understand that, and we'll work around that. James will give us a totally different dimension, but we don't sit here and say, well, wait till James gets back. We try to solve the puzzle now. And so James will give us, obviously, something great to build on, but we can look at all the things that we did wrong today, and there was a lot of things I thought we just weren't sharp tonight. So we cleaned some of those things up, and I think we give ourselves a better chance.
Alex Schiffer, The Athletic.
Hey, Steve, I have two as well. Obviously, Milwaukee's a great defensive team. Just where do you think they gave you guys the most issues offensively?
We didn't shoot the ball very well. We weren't really sharp. I thought we got a little stagnant at times. We turned the ball over a ton, unforced turnovers. So they're a good defensive team. We scored 114 points and didn't shoot the ball well, turned it over all the time. So I think it's more about us playing a little better, a little sharper, taking care of the basketball. We were a little better in the second half in that respect, but getting a chance to see some of these top teams and play them this time of the season is important for us. So tonight, I think we'll learn a lot from this experience.
And then Jeff went down, but then came back in. Just if you have an update on him?
I don't. I know he took a knee to the hip, but I have no idea how he's going.
Tom Dowd, BrooklynNets.com.
Hey, Steve, back-to-back 40-point games for KD, and his shooting numbers are just outrageous since he got back from the hamstring. What did you see from him today?
Yeah, he carried us through long stretches. I think we struggled offensively a little bit just with our rhythm, our timing, our connectivity. We got a little, like I said, stagnant. We probably tried to go one-on-one too often, but he kept us in the game offensively at different times. So Kevin's Kevin is one of the best to ever do it.
Brian Lewis, New York Post.
Hey, Steve. This is a twofold. One with KD and Kyrie. There are 9 turnovers between them. Are you assessing that more to their defense or more you guys? And secondly, you largely left DJ alone with Giannis. Does today change your opinion on, giving him a little bit more help, digs, and so forth?
No, I think it's more the cleaning up the times that we weren't in our schemes. I think he's going to make shots like that. You tip your hat to him. DJ did a good job. I think when he was on him, keeping him away from the basket, making him score over top of him, and that's fine. We can live with that. I think when we clean some of those things up around our performance, it's not so difficult to take that 49 points. So I don't react too much to his hot shooting. That's going to happen. I think there was all the other things that we could have done better that shifted the balance of the game.
Bruce Beck, NBC New York.
Steve, what's the importance of Tuesday's game in your mind, the rematch against the Bucks?
Just another opportunity to get better, to play against a high-quality team and try to improve upon today's performance. What can we take from it? What can we learn from it? What can we try to execute better in the next matchup?
Go back to Christian Winfield.
Hey, Coach, can you talk about the defense that Drew played on Kyrie and whether there's anything that you can do to maybe either get him some better looks or just what you saw in that matchup?
Yeah, we all know he's an elite defender. I think we got a little stagnant at times. We need to move and play together. And, at times maybe we were too stagnant. We didn't make them make enough decisions or make them guard in space, and they were able to put us in positions where they could use their length, strength, and defensive schemes to make it difficult on us. We can play better than that. We can move the ball better. We can make them make good decisions and make different judgments along the way that stack the deck in our favor. So I just think we aren't really sharp at that.
Alex Schiffer.
Steve, one more for you. I take it you didn't, outside of it not going in, you got the look you want on that last possession with that Kevin 3?
Yeah, they had an opportunity to foul, so we couldn't be too cute with the play. So we just tried to get him a catch and let him get a shot off. We got a shot off. It looked like he stumbled a little bit and didn't quite have his footing, but Kevin with the ball in his hand at the top of the keys, that looks good to me anytime.
Last question, Chris Malone, Nets Daily.
Hey, Steve, Landry Shaman gave you guys a good boost off the bench, especially when you guys were a little stagnant. What did you like from his play tonight?
Pace, he plays with pace, movement. He handles the ball, he shoots the ball. He's able to, draw and kick. So just that ability to knock down a domino or to knock down a second domino where they're chasing their rotation to be a shooter and create and make the first pass or the second pass. So, I love that kind of relentless pace and energy he plays with.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thanks, everybody.